can decide to take moments about this point, or about this point, or about any point. So I'm taking moments about this point. Let's call this point point. Let me call it point A, point B, C, and D. If you take moment about point A, you should know that moment is what? Force times perpendicular distance. The moment about this point is 0 because there is no perpendicular distance here. So we have F1 times what? The perpendicular distance is 0. So let us move to this turnitin. Turnitin acting in this direction. So we're taking the force times the perpendicular distance to the point where we're taking moment from, which is 2 meters, and it's clockwise. So it will be what? Positive. So we have 10 times what? The perpendicular distance is what? 2. So also move to this other point, point C. The downward force here is what? Turnitin, and it will act in clockwise direction. So from here to the point where we're taking moment is what? 3.5 plus 2 will give us what? Perpendicular distance will be what now? Will be 5.5. Now let's come to this point, point D. Now this other force is acting upward, and we're taking moment about this point. So this force will act in this direction. It's anti-clockwise, which is negative. So we have F2 times the distance from here to here will become the total distance, which is 2 plus 3.5, 5.5 plus 2, 7.5, 7.5. So I haven't done that. This will go, this will be 0. F1 times 0 is 0. 10 times 2 is what? 20. Plus 10 times 5.5 is what? Is 55. Minus F2 7.5. Now I cannot say that this is the algebraic sum of moment about point A, and all of them will be equated to what? 0. Because in equilibrium they say that algebraic sum of moment about any point is equal to what? 0. So I haven't done that. I cannot say that 20 plus 55. We'll take this to this other side to become F2 positive now, 7.5. So 20 plus 55 will give us 75 equals F2 7.5. Now we can now solve for F2 by dividing here by 7.5, divide here by what? 7.5. This will go with this. So therefore our F2 is equals to 75 divided by 7.5 is what? 10. So F2 is 10 Newton. Having known F2, we can now find out F1. How do we find out for F1? If I take moment about point D, I will get F1. But the easiest way to get F1 is this. Take sum of downward forces is equals to what? Sum of upward forces. So the sum of downward forces is this. These are the downward forces in this system, which is 10 plus 10 equals sum of upward forces this and this, which is F1 plus F2. So 10 plus 10 is what? 20 equals F1 plus F2. This is F1 plus F2 is what? 10. So for us to get F1, it has to be F1 now becomes 20 minus what? 10. So our F1, because 20 minus 10 is what? 10. 10 Newton. So you can